Hey everyone,
I'm Jill,
and I'm Rhino.
and we love bourbon.
In addition to drinking it, we also wanted to learn about it and share that info with you.
So come join us in
The Bourbon Study.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Bourbon Study.
So I was at Toledo, which is the restaurant inside of the Gran Destino Tower at Coronado Springs, and they had like this kind of really interesting Manhattan old-fashioned drink that had
Hybrid.
It was like a hybrid, and I thought it was really good. I sent the recipe to you, and of course we've taken that and we're making our own version of it.
Yes. Now, in the original version, they do use the Elijah Craig 94 standard Elijah Craig. We are using the Elijah Craig barrel proof because
that's
why
what we
not?
want.
That's
Why
what
not?
we want. Also, because we are omitting the Amaro from the original recipe, you are not a big fan of aperitifs.
No, aperitifs I like.
No,
Not-
like aperitivos. is
the bitter drinks.
Campari.
I love a good after-dinner drink.
You don't like Negronis and Campari and all that
Blah,
stuff. So,
blah, blah.
so
Yeah.
in the sake of you, we've adjusted the recipe to be more all-purpose, no save ingredients. So if you're watching from home, most of this stuff you should already have.
Yes, we've
ba-
used a lot of them in other things before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a twist on a Manhattan, but we're going to put a lot of those orange notes back in, similar how an old-fashioned would be. So still a hybrid, stronger
This
than...
is a great Vermont drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vermonty.
Vermonty.
We'll go
You get the little
shushing.
maple, you know the sugar candies?
I love
They look
those
like little
candies,
leaves. I know
yeah.
you do. You love your
I
sugar.
love those sugar candies. That's why I have no teeth.
Right.
Anyway, so we're going to be using, as we said, the Elijah Craig barrel strength. This one is we did one of the Bs.
Yes.
Because we felt the B was more in that caramel mapley flavor.
Yeah.
The A was too fruity. So we
If you
said,
remember from our tasting room this week.
we said no to the A, yes to the B. So if you don't have Elijah Craig, just get something caramelly, standard vanilla style.
Yeah.
And then this is Crown maple syrup. You can get this a lot of regular stores. Usually this one's from Amazon, but you can get it in a small size.
It's not booze.
No, this is, it's syrup that's aged in bourbon barrels.
That's cool. I mean, that's like a product I didn't know existed.
Yeah, so this is Crown maple syrup. It's my favorite syrup for everything, pancakes, waffles.
Just
Syrup
down the old
stuff,
hatch.
Down the old hatch, so why not put it in the drink? Then we're gonna need a sweet vermouth. Now this is the linchpin in the whole thing. If you don't have a good quality vermouth, don't bother making Manhattan.
Just throw it out the window.
Just throw it straight out the window. This is the Antica formula. This one is my favorite.
Yeah, you like that one.
You can also get the Dolan Red, which is a little bit cheaper, but still good quality. So either Antica formula or Dolan Red. You want a sweet vermouth for Manhattans. So Elijah Craig, Crown maple syrup, sweet vermouth, and orange bitters. And then for garnish, our standard old-fashioned garnish, which is orange peel and cocktail cherries. That is for the orange peel.
But we've watched too much Shang-Chi in the last weekend, so you're like... So let's do it. Let's make it.
Let's do it. We are gonna, as always,
2 ounces
2
of
ounces
bourbon.
of our bourbon, and then a half ounce
of the maple syrup.
of the maple syrup.
It's crazy how flowy this maple syrup is.
Well, it's thinner than a lot of like log cabin and that, but that stuff's not actually maple syrup. It's just like flavored corn syrup. And then half ounce of the vermouth.
Of the vermouth. Fortified wine, again, if you buy vermouth, put it in the refrigerator after you open it.
Yes. And then for your orange bitters, we say between 4 and 6 shakes. Orange bitters are not nearly as strong
No.
as pretty much all the other flavors of bitters, so you can go a little further with it. And then we shake.
But should it be like a maple shake, where it's like maple syrup? Imagine like maple coming down the tree very slow.
We'll pretend we're in slow motion, but we really actually need to be pretty vigorous with the shaking.
Is this Pikachu?
It is from the Pokemon Cafe, yeah.
The longest spoon in existence. It was like a magic trick. I just was like, whoa.
Whoa!
It was like an old-timey movie where they pull the scarf out of the like a Mary
Yes.
Poppins person. Like,
We had sort of a discussion about what glass should it be served in. At Toledo, they serve it in an old-fashioned glass. I think Manhattans and Manhattan variety cocktails should always be served in a coupe.
she loves her coupe glasses.
Love these coupes.
Jill, it's raining.
Thank you, Mr. Weather.
How romantic.
How romantic. If you like pina coladas.
If you like licking a maple tree. No garnish on this, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna garnish.
Oh,
but
we're gonna garnish.
We gotta do the orange.
The orange with the
The-
thing.
The
We learned
oils.
from Stucci.
From the-
Stucci.
from-
I'm now merging Stanley Tucci into one word.
We've
Stucci.
learned from the Tooch,
The Tooch,
as we fondly and lovingly call him.
who had cancer in his tongue.
Yeah. What the hell?
Just found that out.
All right. You can do your little oils.
You have to remember, twist the skin.
Skin side down, and you'll see it go like
Those little bubbles. It's
A
crazy
little.
because it's like,
little psh on the top of the glass. And there you have it, the Maple Manhattan. Perfect transition for fall or any time of the year when you just like things that taste like syrup.
transition from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Whatever the transition needs to be.
I like the strength behind this cocktail. I
It's
feel like
thick.
you don't lose the bourbon flavor.
I'm glad we didn't add more maple syrup like I originally said.
No, because you get the syrup flavor on the back end.
It's not even just the flavor. It's like the syrup, even though it is liquidy, adds a thickness to this drink. Not in like a smoothie way, just in a little
This
bit of a
is
drag to it, you know? Not a drag in a bad way. Drag just like air drag,
This
you know?
is the type of drink that I like take a sip and then I close my eyes and I go.
It's tomorrow.
Because and the maple syrup is not a noticeable flavor right away, but then like as you breathe out a little bit,
You know what this would be great with? Brunch.
waffles.
Yeah.
It tastes like the maple candies, but only
does
like
taste
at the
like the
back.
maple candy.
The
Yeah.
little, the sugar candy.
Like less sweet, but it still has that like, yeah. That would have
Yeah.
been a good, this would be a good one to enjoy with that,
Garnish.
yeah.
Right now, this drink has a good roundness to it. You get the bourbon flavor up front, the maple on the back, a little bits orange. This would be good by a fire. We toast to you and to the start of the holiday fall season.
God, I cannot, hopefully a drop in the weather at some point soon. If you liked this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, if always you want to keep us in our drinking habits, we have our Patreon site, patreon.com/thebourbonstudy, and we are trying to raise some money to get a new camera on there, so I'm shamelessly plugging for that. So thank you everybody for your support. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers to Vermont.
So Vermonty.
Here's to you, Bernie,
There's to you with your mittens.
with your little mitten
Little mittens in your chair.
and your universal health care.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.